What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video we're gonna get the Sidekick rolling. So I did some work last night. Actually yesterday, which was Friday, I'm pretty sure it was the 19th, I got the calipers. I got them on too, so let's check it out. So here's the back. I mean, it looks so beautiful. I wish they would always stay new. So I got them on. I still got to tighten them up, I think. Yeah, I still got to tighten them. I just threw them on to make sure they work. So they're on. I got to get metal lines now, and then I guess my plan is to try to run the metal line out and then 90 and then 90 behind the shock and then the whole way along it. And then I am waiting for the rubber line. It comes from the Sidekick down to the axle. So I'm waiting for that. I think that's the last thing I'm waiting for. So hopefully that'll be here Monday, because I 3-day shipped it, so then I got it. But what else? Oh yeah, I got the shafts back. I'm pretty sure I shared that in the last video. I got the shafts back. I had them drilled and tapped for the slip yoke eliminators. Dude got the whole transfer case together last night. So I think I left my shop around like 11 o'clock last night trying to get this thing done. Like, I got the shafts back, and then I had to grind the case out for the gears to fit, which I was going to show you that, but I didn't have my camera, so I couldn't have showed you that. But I pretty much got like the 4-wheel drive part of the transfer case together, like the chain and all that stuff. And I pretty much just sat in my chair and just looked at it, and I was just like, man, I really don't feel like doing this. And then I had this guy show up that I didn't think he was going to come, kind of like everyone on Marketplace. Well, here I thought he was buying one of the tail lights for the Sidekick, like the third brake light above the tire. Like, I had a guy message me about that, and I was like, dude, like, you're really going to come an hour away to buy a $30 part? So I was like, whatever. Well, he ended up messaging me and coming, and then next thing you know, he's like, no, he's like, I'm coming for the transmission you have, the 2-wheel drive transmission. And I was like, well, shit, I forgot to take that. I forgot to even undo it from the motor, because, dude, I probably had like 10 people message me yesterday for parts, and like 1 out of 10 people actually come. So yeah, I got done doing that, and like, I don't know, it just gave me motivation to get these gears in this thing and get it ground down and get it all back together. So it's definitely back together. Big project done. So now I guess my plan for today is to get the transfer case out of this thing and get that one in it, and then figure out my drive shafts, figure out the lengths and where to cut them, and add material or shorten them or whatever I have to do. Pretty much get them on. And then I also did pick up stiffer rear springs. I ended up going with 150s in the rear, which they're over here. I don't know, like, I had it sitting on its own weight, and like, if you push on it, dude, it was really bouncy. So I think they're a little too soft, because of the hard top. So yeah, there's the new springs, 150s, 14 150s. So hopefully that helps. I figured I'd get them and then get them installed on it, and then make sure it doesn't sit too much higher in the rear. If it sits a lot higher than the rear, then I can come down here again and then recut this bracket, shorten it down, which I could probably come down. I'd probably say I might be able to take another 3/4 inch off of it, because you still need some room to be able to get your hand, like, get a wrench in there to get the bolts up through. So I got to do that. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. So as my plan is for today to get done, but my plan is to try to build rock sliders for this thing. I don't know if I said that in the last video. I kind of forget a lot of things I say in the previous clips or previous videos, because all these videos are very how do you want to say that? The time spans on them are very far distance. Like the last video, I think I started at the beginning of the week, and I didn't get that video. I didn't get any parts till middle of this week, so it was like, so yeah. So yeah, even if I could finish up the power steering setup too, I still gotta mount the reservoir, so I gotta do that yet. So yeah, I tried to do a time lapse in the last video with my new camera, and I guess I didn't have it set up right. So I think I have it set up right, so I'll probably try to do some time lapses today, just to, I don't know, something to do. So I'm gonna get working on this thing, and if I find anything that's worthwhile to mention about, I'll definitely let you guys know. So let's get to work. Okay, got some stuff done on the Sidekick. Got the transfer case in. So I got that girl up in there now. So I was checking out the drive shafts, trying to figure out a game plan for these. Like I said in my last video, the slip yoke eliminator couplers, or whatever you want to call it, they do not fit the factory Sidekick flange, the bolt pattern, which I think I figured out why they don't. Because if you look up in here, like, see how close the flange is to hitting here? It's kind of dark, but it's really close. So that's my guess why they don't do that. But I mean, I guess if you had a spacer, you could bring the spacer out and then have it clear, but I don't know. Not really sure, but anyways, so I'm just gonna use the stock Samurai drive shaft joints, and then on these, I guess they consider these a triple drilled flanges. These are Toyota flanges. Well, I thought like the Samurai would bolt up the little holes. Well, it doesn't line up to the little holes, but the Sidekick factory one does line up to, which one's it? I think it's these two, them two. So plan is to reuse the Sidekick rears for the axle ends, and then use the Samurais for the transfer case end. So I'm pretty much gonna do that. So yeah, I mean, here's the drive shafts. This one was one I had modified for the tube chassis buggy when I was trying to figure all that stuff out, and then I just cut it in the middle of it just to put like this piece to see how long, and yeah, just trying to get like a measurement on where I need the drive shaft length before I made one. And this is one, I don't even know where this one came from. I think this one might have came out of Min Samurai. I don't remember. I think it's possible it came out of his. So I'm going to try to get the ends, these ends cut off, the slip yoke ends. Just cut them off, have my buddy cut them off here. And then same thing with this one, just have him turn it down and take them off here. And then probably, like I measured this is 1.5 inches. It's like 1.503, so I'm thinking if I can have them just skim it down a little bit, then I can get 1 3/4 DOM to slide over this. So I'll probably just cut it off here and just have them like turn it down a little bit, and then just slide the DOM over it, and then just weld it. And then this end, I'm just gonna have them cut off this end, and then I'm gonna need to figure out what tubing to slide over this one, so then I can do the Samurai flange. So yeah, so I figured I'd give you a little update. I was gonna do like a video of me pulling out the transfer case, and I gotta say that thing was a pain in the ass. But I was putting it back. Well, I pulled it out, and we'll hear, like, I wasn't even really thinking, I was just working. Well, here I pulled the transfer case out, and all this automatic transmission fluid went all over my shirt and pretty much down my arm, and I was drenched in it. So kind of forgot about that, but did that. And then when I went to go put the new one back in, like, there's them dowel pins, or their alignment pins. Like, there's one that goes here, and then there's one that goes here. Well, in the other transfer case, this one was still in, and it was also still in the transmission. So I put it in, picking this thing up, and I was like, why won't it slide any further? Well, here, yeah, that one was still in. So I had to take it back apart and then put that in, take that other one out, and then slide it back in. So yeah, so it's kind of why I never show you guys videos, because I always struggle doing stuff. But so anyways, I'm gonna head down to my buddy's shop and get these drive shafts turned down and get the ends off, and hopefully I can get drive shafts tacked up and made tonight. So I'm gonna try to show you me making drive shafts, but I'm not gonna promise that. So let's get to it. Okay, I got back from my buddy's shop finally. So we got them turned down. As you saw in the clip, I just did a little short clip just to show you guys. I mean, I didn't feel like standing there for over 30 seconds filming a thing just spinning. But anyways, I got the drive shafts mocked up, so let's check it. So here's the drive shafts. Right now it's sitting at full droop, and that's where my slip yoke is. When I had it, what was that, sitting at ride height, I think it probably moved a little bit, so it didn't move too much, but the back definitely moved a lot. Yeah, it's hard to see my mark. Let me see if I can get my light out real quick. I made a mark. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut the, yeah, see where the Sharpie is? Sharpie mark, that's where it was sitting at ride height. So it moved that much, so I'm gonna have to probably pull out. My plan's to do a 1/2 inch. I wrote on the drive shafts. Take another 1/2 inch out of the drive shaft tube. I'm really hoping, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm really hoping these slip yokes are long enough for the travel that this thing's gonna have. Like, I kind of don't have many options for slip yokes because, well, I'm using the factory Samurai slip yokes. So I ended up, I think I said it in the previous clip, but I ended up using the factory Sidekick flanges for the axle end because of the bolt pattern on these flanges. This worked. And then up top I'm using Samurai flanges, which sucks because I really wanted to build Toyota drive shafts for this, like use Toyota ends, because their slip yokes are a lot longer. So I got them mocked up. The rear one's gonna have to come back out. I'm gonna have to cut the welds and shorten it and then recheck it. But I'm really I don't know. I'm just not, I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx myself. So I didn't get a whole lot done today. I still had to put the interior back together because I had to rip the seats out to get the bolts to the center console. So I got to get all that back together, which that shouldn't take too long. Probably do that tomorrow morning because right now it is like 9:30, which technically I could work later, but my plan's to go to bed as soon as I get home and then get up earlier and start cracking on this thing early. So that's pretty much all I got done so far. To me, definitely not what I wanted to get done today. I was hoping to have a lot more done, but like, dude, that's just the way it goes. So I think today is Saturday, so the days are flying by. So I think I have, what, 5 days? Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I got 6 days to get this thing done. It sounds like a lot of days, but like today, dude, I feel like I didn't get nothing done. So anyways, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I get a lot of stuff knocked out because this thing has to get done. See you tomorrow. What's up, guys? Back. It's Sunday. I got some work done on the Sidekick. Not a lot, but I figured I'd show you this tool. I might not have it for long, so I'll just show it to you. So I picked up this sweet gem. It's a 2003 Toyota Tacoma. I picked it up for 1,600 bucks, which I know you're looking at it, you're like, damn, that's a steal. Well, I'll show you the bad. So yeah, it's pretty rusted out. That's not even the bad part. Like, you can see it's whole way long, and then it was patched before. The whole way underneath the back, it was patched before. And then up here, it's starting to rust again, and then there. And I think he said back here somewhere it's pretty rusty. So yeah. Then the other side's pretty rusty too, which it really sucks because, dude, these trucks are awesome. This side, yeah, right there, it's starting to rust out pretty good. And then down below here. And I mean, I'm pretty sure on the inside it's probably way worse, but I don't feel like crawling on the ground. So I figured I'd show it to you. Just picked it up. When I first bought it, I was thinking about, hey, I'll just part it out. But I mean, it does have a clean title, so I don't know what I really want to do with it. I might just try to patch the frame up best as I can. And then maybe, like, I don't know, maybe drive it for a little bit. Maybe get like another year out of it and drive it before I part it out, because, like, dude, it sucks. It just, frame is rotted on it. But let's go share the progress on the Sidekick. Like I said, not a lot has been done. But oh yeah, you haven't seen the Ohio Sidekick in a while. So this is what it looks like now. So yeah, I had a guy come and he cut the rockers out of it. I pretty much not stripped it completely, but it's getting there. Yeah. Oh well. I was gonna say they make new ones every day, but they don't. Here's another one that I parted out. Gotta scrap it. Kind of waiting for hopefully someone hit me up and needed body panels they need to cut out of it or something, because I don't know, I hate scrapping stuff. But anyways, let's check out the Sidekick. Okay, so since that's turned off now, I took the rear drive shaft out. I think I cut 5/8 of an inch off of it. I got the 150 pound springs in. I got the rear lined. I squared it up and did all them final measurements, and everything's good on that. I tightened up all the bolts. Still got to put the cotter pins in. I torqued the knuckle studs. I welded the track bar bracket, painted that. And now I'm working on these brake line things, which I just got them done. They're just the ones cooling down. So I made these, kind of hard to see. So they're pretty much just gonna go on like this. Pretty much like that. And my plan is to drill a hole through the steering arm and then tap it and then just put a bolt in it. And then I did this piece on the bottom here so that it doesn't spin. So it just clamps it and doesn't spin. So I gotta do that. Probably should paint them once I get the hole drilled and tapped. So I gotta do that for both sides, and then once that's done, then I have to figure out how to attach the brake line to these things, which, like on the brake lines, it has, like, see that, like, slot in it? We'll see, like, I don't have any thinner material. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but, like, I don't even know if you can see it, but, like, you can't see the slot, so I don't know how I might have to just try to cut another slot in this brake line. I mean, I was thinking about doing like a hose clamp behind it just for the time being, but I don't know, that sounds kind of rigged. So hopefully I can figure out a better solution than that. So I gotta do that yet. And then what else was my plan for today? Yeah, try to get this thing back down on the ground. See how it sits at ride height, since I did change the weight of the springs. I did measure the collapse weight of the 125 pound springs, and it was 11 5/8, and then these springs collapsed because I did sit it down in the jack stands, because I was checking what do you want to call that, alignment. This was 12 inches, so I guess that's like, what, I don't know the difference. I'm not good with 5/8 with eighths of an inch. So yeah, 5/8 to 11 5/8, 12 inches, whatever the difference is there, that's how much higher it's going to sit in the rear, which it was sitting a little lower in the rear, so it might be perfect. So, but I got to double check it before I weld all them brackets on the axle, and then once I get these brake lines done, I'll do that, and then I'll also figure out the shock mounts. It'd be cool if I could figure all that stuff out today, because today, like I said, is Sunday, and it is already like 12:30, I think. I was here at like 8 working, which it took a while to get the alignment done. Like, the one thing, I don't want to say anything bad about this kit, because I mean, it's pretty awesome that they came out with this kit for this Sidekick, but the one problem that I hate the most out of this kit is these ends are not left hand thread, they're all right hand thread. So you can't just adjust the bar to get your alignment. You got to pull the joint out, spin it, put it back in, put a bolt back in it, measure it. That's why it took so long. Like, dude, I probably had it apart 4 or 5 times to get the measurements I needed. So yeah, that's the shitty part about the kit. I ain't gonna lie about it. I mean, this kit is, the guy bought this kit back in 2014, so I don't know if they made changes to this kit. I mean, that is like 5 years ago or 6 years ago or whatever. whatever you want to call that. But yeah, it's a work in progress. So plan today: rear shocks mounted, get the brackets in the back axle welded up, try to make a power steering reservoir mount, get that plumbed, and then pretty much, dude, it's brake lines, as in metal lines, ran, because my plan is to like, there was the soft brake line comes out of here and then attaches into here, and then it comes down the calipers on the Sidekicks like factory. So my plan is just to run the metal line out of this hole and then have the metal line end up here to hopefully get rid of all rubber, get less rubber lines. So hopefully it helps my brake pressure. Like, that's another thing I'm real worried about, is not like, is this master cylinder gonna have enough shit to run these brake calipers? So plan is tomorrow to get all the brakes plumbed and get the brakes bled, so I know for a fact that it's good, because that gives me, what, 3 days to be able to figure out if I need to do a master cylinder swap, which I think you can use. I talked to a guy and he said he used the Ford F-250 or something master cylinder. So if I have to do that, hopefully I can get one of them pretty quickly, because yeah, I'm running out of time. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to work. Figured I'd do a little update. So yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll just show you when I get some stuff done. Got some progress done on the Sidekick. I got the brake lines mounted on the front like I told you I was gonna do, so I'll show you that. It's kind of hard to see. Let me get a light. Where's the light at? Yeah, I was gonna do this earlier, but I kind of got carried away. So there's the brake lines mounted. So I pretty much, like I said, well, yeah, you saw them. So I tapped them, did that. Now all I have to do is the metal line, which my plan is to come out of that hole and then down into there. So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. What else did I do? Oh, I got all the power steering lines on. Turn this light off. Got all the power steering lines on, mounted. Got the power steering fluid in it. Put coolant in the radiator. Pretty much got the whole thing back together, started up, and then next thing you know, I had a bunch of oil running out of the front of the motor. So, so yeah, let's see if I can find it. What did I do with that? Shit. What did I do with that? Well, here it is. So, here's a good tip for you guys. If you're gonna fix the keyway on your Sidekick, step one, don't put JB Weld on the shaft. Put it on inside the pulley and slide the pulley on. Well, here I put it on the shaft, slid the pulley on, and all the JB Weld went and stuck to the seal. So they pretty much ripped the seal out. So anyways, I'll show you another setback, but we'll get through it. So here's the seal. Like I said, the JB Weld, it stuck to it, and then when it spun over, it blew it out. So I had to tear the whole motor back apart. So yeah, I thought it was, I didn't even think about that. My buddy was here. He's like, dude, he's like, because I saw it running out of the timing belt cover, and I was like, shit. I was like, dude, the crank probably moved and hit it or something and blew out the seal. Well, here we pulled it. Luckily, we got the pulley off with the JB Weld. We heated it up with a torch, and it actually came right off, surprisingly. And pretty much on the back of the pulley, there was a bunch of JB Weld globbered right up top too, like where you saw it stuck and at where it broke free from it. So yeah, that's a good tip for you guys. If you have this problem with yours, just definitely put a little bit of JB Weld in like the crack area where the keyway is. Just fill that in a little bit, and then put all the JB Weld inside the crank pulley and then slide it on. So yeah, dude, I had this thing all back together, started it up, got the power steering working real good, and then my buddy was like, hey, he's like, you're leaking something in the front. So yeah, so that's where I'm at tonight. This is Sunday. I think it's around 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8:12. So still got a lot to do. So I'm hoping to let that set up till tomorrow morning. Put the timing belt back on it. Start it. Hopefully it's good. If it's good, throw it all back together. And then I can start working on the rear shocks. I still didn't do that yet. What else did I do today? I feel like I did something else. I don't remember what I did today. A lot has happened. So anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So, oh yeah, I can show you guys a little teaser too. That's all you get. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and hopefully this thing isn't done. Hopefully I don't have to pull the motor out, because if I have to pull the motor out, it's gonna suck. But anyways, catch up with you guys tomorrow. Okay, so end of Monday. I feel like I got somewhere, but I'll show you where I got to. So I got the motor all back together. It doesn't have the oil leaking issue out of the front seal, which I messed that up when I put the timing, what do you want to call it? Timing belt pulley on. So I got it all back together. I ran the brake lines. It's kind of hard to see, but that copper line there, I ran that in as it goes the whole way. And then I ran it through here, which it's not perfect, and then it comes down to here. I think Trail Tough supplies you with a rubber line to go to here, which I wanted to do a metal line to help hopefully with brake pressure. So I did that, trying to get all the lines to seal up. So I've been messing with that probably for the last hour. The back, pretty much same thing, just ran lines from the back. Hard to see. It's not the prettiest, but it'll work hopefully. So I did that. I ordered a new transmission mount. I got that today, so I gotta put that on tomorrow. I'll definitely probably take the one on it as a spare. Also got spacers pulled off that truck that I showed you earlier, because I'm gonna need these probably for the front. And then I thought the stock exhaust would work, but well, it doesn't fit, so I picked this up today. I got to figure out how to mount this thing under there, so I got to do that yet. So yeah, I got a lot to do yet, but things are getting done. So I'll start it up for you guys so you can hear it and show you the power steering. Everything works. Just has the cat on it right now, so I mean, it turns effortlessly. Cooler mounted again. Still gotta do button some stuff up. Still gotta do the shock mounts, haven't done them yet. My plan is to get gear oil in it yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. Get gear oil in it. Probably bleed the brakes again, let it sit overnight, and hopefully let all the air get out. And then I still have to, I'm going to throw some longer tack welds on this, put this back in, and then probably try to back it out of my garage. So yeah, I'll definitely get a video of it pulling out of my garage tomorrow. Hopefully all goes well, because my plan is to try to back it out, turn it around and back it in, so then I have my welder is closer to the rear, so then I can get all the shock mounts and all that stuff done back here, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to roll the welder the whole way up there. And yeah, my garage is kind of, yeah, I mean, if you look around, it's pretty tight in here, but we make do. So I'm still waiting on wheels for them tires, which I showed you a teaser in the other clip. My plan is to run them tires and not these for this weekend. The 37s, I'm gonna have to hack way too much out. Like when I had it started earlier and turning, like dude, I'm gonna have to cut all that out, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut out the I call it a firewall, which is right by your feet. I'm gonna have to hack that out, and then I'm gonna have to get metal and reshape all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to do all that. So yeah, I got a lot to do. A lot to do in a little bit of time. So yeah, what else did I say? Oh yeah, like I said, waiting for the wheels for them. I'm gonna go, these are smaller. Here, let me see if I can get one of these picked up. So I don't have a camera, guys, so yeah, they're 35 1250 15s I went with. I mean, that's pretty much what the kit calls for. It calls for like a 33 to a 35. I plan to run the 37s on it if I do plan to compete with it, because obviously you want the biggest tires you can run in competition, and 37s are the biggest tires you can run in that class. So I just bought these for this weekend, which technically, if I like them, obviously I'm just going to keep running them with it until I really decide to compete with it, which that's not till next year sometime. I think in spring. I don't know. I have to look at the dates. But so yeah, Maxxis Trepadors, they're bias plies. Like, a lot of people get these mixed up. Like, these are way aggressive compared to the radials. So yeah, so if you ever buy these, and if you want the real aggressive one, make sure you buy the bias ply, because they have the bigger lugs. I mean, dude, they are a very aggressive tire. So my plan is to hopefully get the wheels hopefully Wednesday night, so then I can get them on and flex it out and make sure everything clears, which I'll probably still have to do some cutting, I think, up in here. What else am I have to wait? I'm kind of nervous about the rear drive shafts, because I only have 4 inches of slip yoke, which I don't know. I'm hoping it just works for this weekend, and then I can change it later and try to like find a company or find somewhere I can get longer slip yokes and make them work. So fingers crossed they work. So yeah, I didn't end up pulling the gas tank out. I'm just not going to have time to do it. I forgot to mention that in the last video. But I just got too much to do. My plan's just to probably get a ratchet strap around it, and then like pull it rearward and then retighten them clamps. It'll work for the time being. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I have for today. Hopefully this thing is driving tomorrow, and I can drive it out of my garage, do a little loop, and then back it in and get the rear shock mounts on. And then my plan is to try to get the built sliders, because I don't want to mess up the rockers. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's up, guys? It's Wednesday morning. So got a bunch done yesterday. I didn't film any of it because, well, just trying to get the stuff done. So I end up getting gear oil and axles. I also got exhaust made. I got the rear shocks mounted, which doesn't sound like a lot. For some reason, it took all day. But I'll show you what I got. I was going to show you on the lift yesterday, but dude, I'm trying to get this thing done. So I'll show you what I got. Let me get a light. Let me get the light. Okay, so rear shocks. Here. So here's the rear shocks I got mounted. I made them kind of mounts. Let's see if I can get a light. So I made them adjustable just in case if I want to move them up an inch. Check out that sweet exhaust hanger. Hey man, running out of time. Things had to happen, but here's the exhaust. Not the professional good welds, but hey, it works. Like, very, very tight. It's very tight. I'll roll under here and show you. But pretty happy with the way the shock mounts came. First thing this morning, I've been trying to figure out designs for rock sliders. Cause like, dude, if I don't put rock sliders on it, it's just gonna get all messed up, and I don't know. I'm trying to keep it nice. I don't like to ruin my shit. Let me get underneath here. Oh god. Okay, here's the exhaust. So I cut out new flanges and redid the flange. I was gonna use the old one, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it. So made a new flange, and as you can see, it is very close. So should have plenty of clearance. I didn't flex this thing out at all yet. I still have to finish welding the drive shafts. I did drive it around last night, which I wanted to get a video of it, but I didn't because, yeah, I can't even turn because the tires hit so bad. Like I said, I'm still waiting for my wheels to come. I don't want to cut it until the wheels come. But I'm pretty much, like, the brakes work, but they're not, like, the pedal's not really good and it's kind of really soft. So I'll probably try to do some more bleeding today. And then so yeah, try to do some more bleeding. I'm waiting to hear back from a guy. He's supposed to let me know if the certain year 4-door Sidekick master cylinder, I guess he said it's a little bigger. So I'm waiting to hear back from him to let me know what year it is exactly, so then I can hopefully get one today, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and definitely ain't gonna be able to get anything on Thanksgiving. So hopefully I can find one local and I can put it in and it gives me a better brake. Hopefully I can get my wheels today and get the 35s mounted. I have to go pick up metal here soon because I need sheets for this weekend, because dude, I got a bunch of orders, and yeah, been kind of slacking on getting orders done because dude, I've been trying to crank this thing out, because I got what, Thursday yet, and then pretty much Friday, so I'd say a day and a half. Probably a day. I'm not counting the day because today's already here. But I mean, that's pretty much where it's at right now. Hopefully I can get these sliders at least all mocked up today on both sides. My plan's to try to do 1.5 inch DOM, which I only have a half a stick, so I think I only have like 6 feet left. So I called my metal place, since I have to get metal, and they didn't pick up yet, but I gotta call them back and try to get some DOM. And then my plans to try to do something kind of like trail gear sliders for their trucks, just something like that probably, and then put like tubes in between here, probably like 3 of them. So I'm trying to do that, and then I still have to clean the frame off, which I was about getting ready to do that, but I figured I'd shoot a little video first. So yeah, hopefully this goes well, because I was going to use box tubing because it's been a lot easier, because you don't have to do a lot of notches. But dude, it just looked too bulky underneath there, and like the Sidekick kind of sits low as it is already, so I don't want, I mean, I know it's only a 1/2 inch, but I'm trying to have much clearance from the rocker to the ground as possible, so it doesn't get bellied out a lot, which the not skid plate, but the cross member for the links definitely hangs pretty low. So I don't know, I'm talking too much. So anyways, I'm gonna get this frame rail ground down, and then I'm gonna start hopefully building some sliders. So I'm gonna get to it. Okay, it's I think it's like 3 days since the last clip that you guys saw. Well, a lot has happened, and I didn't film Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday, I started to build the rock sliders for it. It was a very, very busy day for me Wednesday. Thursday's Thanksgiving, so Wednesday I had to run and pick up metal. I had to get welding supplies, and then I started working on the rock sliders first thing in the morning to get them started and to figure out the design and all that stuff. So I ended up getting the rock sliders figured out and the design, and then I went and got metal and then welding supplies, like I said. I didn't do any filming because very busy, but I did get the sliders done. I'll show a picture of them right now just to show you what they looked like when they were on my bench when I was welding them. So yeah, the sliders, they turned out really good. They are on the Sidekick, and the Sidekick is pretty much done. I ran into issues too Wednesday, or maybe it was Tuesday. I think Tuesday I ran into issues. The master cylinder, I got all the brakes lines ran. I was starting to bleed the brakes, and the master cylinder started leaking real bad, so I had to pull the master cylinder off, put another one on I had. I tried ordering a new one, but I couldn't find a new one anywhere, so I just used another used one that I had. What other issue did I run into? Yeah, so I got all that stuff done. The brakes still aren't the best. It's kind of, the brakes are real soft still, so I definitely think I have too much, I don't have enough pressure, so I need to figure out like a master cylinder swap, which I ended up picking up a master cylinder off of Subaru, which is a very common swap for like Samurais. I picked this up, I think I picked this up Tuesday evening. So here's the Subaru master cylinder off of Subaru. I was trying to get this on and mounted before I went wheeling Friday, but I just didn't have time. The brakes worked. The brakes stopped. Like if you shove the pedal to the floor, it will stop, and it will not overpower the brakes if you like push the gas pedal. But the pedal's just real soft, so my plan is to probably try to swap this in. I don't know if it's possible because I never tried the Sidekicks. I looked it up on the internet and I didn't see anyone try it. But the Sidekick has 3 ports. This one only has 2. So I ended up getting one of these, a T. So I have to figure that out. Yeah, I have to make new lines, do all that stuff. Probably try to get that on. So I ran into that issue, but like I said, the brakes worked. What else did I do? I actually did get the wheels in time too. They came, so I had to get them mounted. Yeah, so I mean, some of you might saw on my Facebook page all of it already, but I'll just show it to you. I apologize for not showing you guys video of Wednesday and Thursday of the progress that I made on it, and I'll show you some clips of my buddy got of me driving it around checking for tire clearance. So I'll run them clips now. So I guess, yeah, man, I mean, you guys saw it, so I'll just show you what it looks like right now. So, I mean, this is where it's sitting at right now. I did wheel it Black Friday. I did find a weak problem with it right off the bat. I think I have 5 miles on it, off-road miles, and then it broke, which you'll see the clip in my next video of the wheeling trip. But I'm pretty sure the 4-wheel drive doesn't work anymore, so I don't know if it just popped out of the 4-wheel drive shifter, popped out and went past the shifter, or I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure the shifter fork for the 4-wheel drive to go into 4-wheel low either popped out, because now it's like the low range works, but it's only in 2-wheel drive. The front drive shaft doesn't spin, so I lost 4-wheel drive completely in all 4-wheel high and 4-wheel low. So, yeah, so I had to figure out that problem. Like I said, I only wheeled it probably for I'd say probably an hour and a half. And like when I was wheeling it, you'll see in the videos that I got of it, dude, it was working good. Like the tires still need broken in. I also think I need to air down the tires to probably 5 PSI. I think I have 10 in them now. They're definitely very stiff tires. So I think once the tires break in, it'll definitely do a lot better. But like the power steering setup works awesome. Like I was kind of skeptical of the steering box, but dude, that worked good. The suspension rode pretty good. I definitely did have to change the lower shock mount. Like I had to raise the shock up to the next hole because it was bottoming out. Plus, like when I put all the tools in the back of it, it definitely added some weight to it. And the back is really soft. So I'll either probably try to maybe figure out like a different shock to put on it. Some kind of shock where I can adjust the valving on it by like hand to make it like a little more shock absorbent. I don't know what you want to call that. Yeah, more valving. But I mean, overall, it did really good. I mean, the automatic is definitely a huge difference compared to like 5 speeds, because I've wheeled 5 speeds like all the time. I never build an automatic rig. It's definitely a game changer in a way, and I definitely think it's plenty low. So I mean that's the Sidekick. But overall, very happy with it. I mean, even if it broke, I mean, I'm kind of proud that I did it in time. From when I started it to where it is now, it took me 47 days to complete it. And I wasn't working on it every day. I mean, a lot of work has happened in them days, as in like cutting parts, assembling parts, shipping parts, building a full bumper for a guy, and doing all sorts of other stuff like ripping parts apart, ripping parts off trackers to sell. Like, yeah, I've been doing a lot. So I mean, I guess that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I apologize for not getting any clips for Wednesday and Thursday of me working on it and putting the wheels together. But dude, I just got so much to do, and I had to make the deadline. And I did make the deadline. But I mean, anyways, I don't know what I plan on doing with the rig. I really hate to say this, but I kind of was thinking about trying to sell it. As of right now, the way it sits, I think I have like 10 grand into it. I think I have more if I include the other tires and wheels I bought for it, which technically I had the tires, the wheels I bought, which I can use them for a different rig. It's not like specific for this rig. So I'm saying pretty much as it sits right now, I think I have around 10 grand into it. And it still needs some more work. Like bumpers need built for it. Like I was thinking about maybe ordering like that twin stick setup that Trail Gear has. I don't think anyone else makes a twin stick setup for this transfer case. So if the problem is that it did pop out the four-wheel drive, I could just shove it back in, because like I'd have to rip the whole console out to get to the shifter. So it's kind of why I didn't feel like doing it. I don't know. I just wanted to wheel and have fun. So I ended up wheeling my Samurai, which you'll see in the next video I put up. The wheeling video. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't want to forget anything, but I mean, that's her. I mean, I definitely like it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind having my money back out of it. And I know some of you are going to be like, dude, you probably won't be able to sell it for what you have into it. If I can't sell it for what I have into it, I mean, I ain't going to sell it. I mean, you're pretty much getting a rig with all brand new parts with 4 miles on it for like free labor. So yeah, so anyways, if you like this video, definitely hit the like button. And if you want to definitely see the upcoming, well, I should say, if you want to see any more of my videos, upcoming videos, definitely subscribe, because I do plan to get the whaling video edited and try to get that out next week, which today is Saturday the 29th. So hopefully next Friday I can get it uploaded. So take it easy, guys.